In a resounding victory for due process and a stinging rebuke to the Trump administration's immigration policies, the U.S. Supreme Court decisively upheld a lower court's order, compelling the facilitation of Kilmar Abrego Garcia's return to the United States. This landmark decision, delivered in an unsigned opinion, underscores the judiciary's unwavering commitment to upholding the rule of law, even against the backdrop of controversial executive actions. The case centers around Abrego Garcia, a Salvadoran national who had legally resided in Maryland since obtaining a work permit in 2019. His life took an abrupt and unjust turn on March 15th, when U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement (ICE) detained and subsequently deported him to El Salvador, a decision the government itself has acknowledged was a grave error. This deportation was part of a controversial series of 3 high-profile flights to El Salvador, raising concerns about the government's handling of immigration cases and the potential for wrongful deportations. The lower court's order, now affirmed by the Supreme Court, mandates that the government actively facilitate Abrego Garcia's release from El Salvadoran custody and ensure his case proceeds as if the wrongful deportation had never occurred. This crucial directive directly addresses the blatant injustice inflicted upon Abrego Garcia, ensuring that he is not abandoned to the perils of a foreign prison system due to the government's mistake. The Trump administration, through its Justice Department lawyers, mounted a vigorous challenge to the lower court's ruling. In a Supreme Court brief, they argued that the order, requiring the administration to effectuate Abrego Garcia's return, unconstitutionally infringed upon the executive branch's prerogative in foreign affairs, violating the crucial separation of powers enshrined in the U.S. Constitution. This argument, however, failed to persuade the Supreme Court justices. The High Court's rejection of the administration's claim underscores the fundamental limitations on executive power, even in matters of foreign policy. The justices clearly recognized that the government's actions in this instance were not a legitimate exercise of executive authority, but rather a violation of established legal principles and fundamental fairness. The court's decision stands as a powerful statement reaffirming the judiciary's role as a check on executive power, preventing arbitrary actions that disregard due process and individual rights. Justice Sonia Sotomayor, in a concurring statement that further amplified the significance of the ruling, highlighted the profound lack of legal justification for Abrego Garcia's arrest, deportation, and subsequent imprisonment in El Salvador. To this day, she wrote, the government has cited no basis in law for Abrego Garcia's warrantless arrest, his removal to El Salvador, or his confinement in a Salvadoran prison. Nor could it. This pointed observation encapsulates the heart of the matter. The government's actions were not only erroneous, but demonstrably lawless. The Supreme Court's decision in this case is more than just a legal victory for Abrego Garcia. It serves as a critical precedent, reaffirming the principle that even the most powerful branches of government are accountable under the law. It sends a clear message that wrongful deportations will not be tolerated and that individuals are entitled to due process, regardless of their immigration status. The decision holds profound implications for future immigration cases, underscoring the importance of adhering to legal procedures and respecting the rights of all individuals within the U.S. legal system. The ruling serves as a powerful reminder that the rule of law prevails, even when confronted by executive overreach. The Supreme Court's affirmation of the lower court's order ensures that Abrego Garcia's case will receive the fair and just consideration it deserves, a testament to the enduring strength of American jurisprudence. This case underscores the vital role of the judiciary in safeguarding individual rights against government overreach and ensuring accountability within the framework of the U.S. Constitution. The decision reverberates far beyond the confines of this particular case, serving as a bulwark against arbitrary executive power and reinforcing the fundamental principles of justice and due process.